Not your average tabletop. Woohoo!
Welcome to Not Your Average Tabletop. I'm Zach, and today I'm going to be unboxing Queen by Midnight. And this is one from Darrington Press. This is one that my brother and sister-in-law got. So I don't know too much about it, but I think this comes from I think Darrington Press is the board game company related to the Critical Role team. So if you like I think they do D&D, I believe is what they do, but I could be totally wrong on that. But yeah, they've gotten into the board game sphere now, and I think this is like their second or third game, something like that. Don't know exactly, but I will say this one came in a box that was almost exactly the same size as this, so it was pretty snug. You can't tell if maybe hit the corners a little bit, but otherwise this cover looks pretty sweet. You can see here you got kind of the foil for the Queen by Midnight, so I do like that quite a bit, and it's got kind of that mysterious vibe to the cover. So let's see what it's got in here. It's a little bit of a bigger box. Who will be Queen by Midnight? Queen is dead as her kingdom weeps. The issue of her succession is paramount. Then we've got have my assistant helping me unpackage. We've got 14 pages, but it looks like 2 of them are maybe some sort of mechanism. I don't know if it's a clock or what that is exactly, but it looks almost complicated to build. We'll see how that works. Oh yeah, here's a clock, and it's got some gears and stuff, so hopefully that'll be easy enough to set up. But yeah, the rule book looks like it's got some rules. I'm trying to see if it's got kind of some pictures. I don't know if it really had good examples of the rules, but hopefully it'll be clear enough. Doesn't look like it should be too much. Then we've got the what I'm assuming are player boards here, so you can be Rosaline. Yeah, it's definitely got a darker vibe to it, dark fantasy vibes. Hephaestus, maybe the Light Breaker. What was she? What do we got? The Ani Romancer? Oni Romancer? Pepper knows, he's not telling me though. Got Freya, Blood of the Tower. Eardine, the Gilded Champion. They got stuff on the back. Ooh, they do have stuff on the back as well. It's got the complexity. Makes me think of Root a little bit. Strengths and weaknesses. So that is good to take into consideration. Boss No, Hand of the Seven. And it should be noted, I don't know much about D&D, so maybe these are all characters in that. I'm not sure. Dr. Lux, Scholar Supreme. Or maybe it's from their campaigns that they do for Critical Role. I don't know if it's related to that or not. This one got a high complexity. The artwork looks pretty nice. It's definitely got a vibe to it. I think it gives me the same vibe as the cover did. Then we've got some cardboard sheets here. I think this will be what'll be needed to make the clock tower and the other pieces. They're all a little bit dark, I would say. We've got a little splashes of color here. So I think these were like part of a player board, it looks like, in the rule book there. Some sort of dial that you're going up on. Looks like you got some hearts, some +1s. Yeah, looks like some interesting pieces. And you got some more of that. And some more of those. Then we've got, okay, so this is the board. Okay. And it's definitely moving. It looks like you'll put the clock tower there maybe, and then put some decks down here. It's got multiple layers, and it's moving as well. I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know too much about the game, so I don't know if that's to make it easier for each player to see. If this is going in the center of the table, that'd be pretty cool. Kind of like a Lazy Susan almost then. But yeah, it's definitely unique, for sure. We got a lot of space here. This must be where the clock goes after you have it built, I would assume. Got a couple dice. Yes, Pepper, we got a lot of cards there, a lot of cards. Yeah, these dice are pretty nice dice. Got kind of some silvery pips and a dark blue hue to them. I think I really like that combination, so they're pretty cool. And you've got some wooden pieces here. So these must be scoring markers. So we'll have them on this side and then change it over to +30, I'm assuming, maybe, or else maybe they're used in those to slot into those little, I assume are some player thing, or player mat tracker. We've got a couple more pins. I'm assuming these will go into the clock thing as you're putting it together. And we've got some pawns, looks like. So these may also be going there. I'm not 100% sure. But these look pretty cool. I like they kind of have a chess piece look to them, a fine chess piece. So I do think they look pretty sweet. And I like the colors. I like the colors they chose for all of those. Then we've got a couple wooden pieces here. It's actually, they're a little bit lighter than I would have thought when I could see them there. Let's see. Yeah, so we've got a couple wooden pieces. I'm assuming those are going to be part of that clock when you're putting it together. Then you got this as well. So we'll have to see if these are actually gears going around. That's going to be pretty cool. This is definitely getting me excited to try this one out, all these moving parts. I'm just a little worried about putting this together. I hope it goes together pretty well and easily, but obviously you never know once you start putting together moving parts and stuff. It's a little bit more complicated than just putting together a couple of easy cardboard pieces. Then we've got some cards here. Not sure what these are. We got copper, silver, quell, strategize. I do like the artwork on these cards. Not sure what they're all used for. A lot of them are kind of, it seems like they're a little stuck together here, but they seem to be pretty decent quality. Kind of got a almost plasticky feel to the top of them. I think that if I recall, this might be somewhat of like a deck builder, because these might be your, now that I'm looking at it, because it's got the little characters in here and different colors. I think these might be maybe your starting decks or pools of cards, possibly. I could be remembering that wrong. And my guess is you'd be adding some of these to that as well to do some cool things. Hopefully these will all make a lot of sense, not be too hard to understand. Yeah, I really like the look of these. I like the colors they use. It's just some really solid artwork. They all kind of bring those same vibes of kind of just being kind of maybe a little bit of a darker place. Kind of makes me think a little bit of some of the Unmatched characters as well, or some of the artwork in that a little bit. Yeah, got a lot of cards here for sure. But yeah, definitely initially here sticking together a little bit, so you'll have to kind of get those initially separated, and then I think it should be fine. Yeah, there's a lot of them. So, like I said, hopefully they'll be easy to understand. Won't be too difficult, like, oh, what does this card do? What does this card do? We got a couple more. Oh, we got these. Mistress of Whispers, Royal Executioner. Not quite sure what these ones are. Blot Out the Moon. They're ultimates. Must go to those specific players. Did I look at these already? No. We've got some of these. Not sure what these are exactly. So I got different ones on the back, so I'm not quite sure what these are used for. It kind of makes me think a little bit of Wonderland's War and betting on the other people. Not sure if that's actually a thing in this one or not, but that's kind of what it makes me think of. Yeah, then we got some more cards here. So yeah, this one may be a deck builder, because you definitely got a lot of cards here. Seems like there's some multiple copies of the same card, but also a lot of different ones as well. And it looks like maybe they're different types. You got utility, attack, bane, boon. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to see kind of how these all come together. Yeah, they look like they all have the same backs too, so they may all just be similar types. So these ones look a little bit different than those other ones. These are all, I'm assuming these are all the characters, maybe? These also say Ultimate on them. So yeah, definitely a lot of cards in this game, and then the kind of the two cool things that, or two things that kind of stand out compared to a lot of other games are that board is going to be, turning around or moving around like a Lazy Susan type thing, and then also uh, putting together that the clock itself. We'll have to see kind of how that actually works. I'm interested to see how it works, but I'm also a little cautious. Just like I said, I don't know how easy it will be to put together, but I'm looking forward to it. And we'll probably have our first impressions video go up alongside this. So after we play a game or two of it, we'll let you know what we think. So we hope to see you on that video, and as always, don't forget to keep on nibbling on our content.